Hey, I'm Susie, and it looks like I did something very stupid. I wanted to prank my best friend Sandra, but everything went wrong. Let me tell you the story from the beginning. It all happened before the prom. Sandra was into one guy from our school. I decided to play a trick on him and send him a fake love note from her. I wrote in the note, she wanted to talk to him for a long time already, and she wants to go to the prom with him. Yes, I know that the prank is cruel, but Sandra and I have been good friends for a long time, and I was sure that later we would just laugh about it. And in class, while Sandra went to the bathroom, I reached into her bag and took out her phone. Just as I was about to send a fake message on her behalf, she received a real one. From a guy whose name is Donnie. The text looked suspicious. I opened the message, and it just didn't look right to me. Have you learned your homework? Will you show me? I'll pick you up at 6. Will you be a good girl today? By chance, I looked up and saw that the teacher was scribbling something quickly on the phone. Mr. Stone, our teacher, just recently came to our school. A young, attractive guy. His toned body quickly became number one topic for discussion during breaks. And now, Mr. Stone was typing something on the phone, biting his lip with zeal. And one guess came to my mind. A terrible guess. I started scrolling through messages from this Donnie. There were a lot of them on Sandra's phone. At first, innocent, and then more and more explicit. When I heard that the door to the classroom was opening, I hid the phone. Sandra sat down at her desk and smiled at me. My mind was racing with terrible guesses. If Sandra was dating someone, she would definitely tell me. But through texts, it was obvious that they had known each other for more than a day. Why is she keeping this secret from me? Who is this Donnie? I don't know any Donnie. Something is just not right here. And I decided to find out everything. Classes ended, and Sandra and I went home. I asked her to hang out tonight, but she refused. Although her excuses were ridiculous. So I understood that she is hiding a date with this Donnie. Well, I'll be there too. By 6 p.m., I hid near Sandra's house. This is a residential area, very quiet. So I heard the roar of the brakes immediately. A sporty bright car parked around the corner. And I noticed Sandra coming to the car in an open, tight dress with bright, defiant makeup. She hurried to the car. The windows were tinted, but it didn't matter. I knew who was driving. It was our new teacher, Mr. Stone, and it looks like he didn't just own a toned body, but also a fashionable sports car. Sandra jumped into his car. At that moment, a passing car turned on its headlights, and I saw Sandra making out with our teacher, Stone! All doubts disappeared. My best friend is having an affair with a teacher. I couldn't sleep in the evening. How could a teacher do this? It's forbidden. Teachers who allow themselves to have relationships with students are going to jail. I'm sure both Mr. Stone and Sandra were aware about that. What should I do? I couldn't sleep that night and decided to discuss this with the school psychologist, Mrs. Grace. We've been friends for a long time, so I trusted her. I wanted to consult with her, but first asked that this remain between us. After describing everything to her, I saw how flustered Mrs. Grace became. She apologized, but said that she was obliged to share this information with the school administration, and I, as its source, will remain a mystery to everyone, and that I don't have to worry about it. But I did worry for Sandra. Further events developed very quickly. The next day, Mr. Stone was suspended from class. The school didn't want publicity, so they said that the teacher had just gone on vacation. Sandra didn't attend classes. She didn't respond to my messages, my calls. I couldn't find my place. Unable to stand it, I came to her to talk frankly. Sandra was scary to look at. She was pale. Her cheeks were sunken. She was constantly crying and did not leave the room. And she confessed everything to me. She admitted that she was in love with Stone and could not imagine a life without him, and that he loves her too, and that they were very careful. I don't understand. Who betrayed us? And now he's facing jail. I didn't know what to say to Sandra. I felt like I had betrayed her. I hurt her without wanting to. She thanked me for not judging her, but that didn't make it any easier for me. Soon, Mr. Stone will be on trial. Sandra and I call each other every day and chat for long hours. Well, as we chat, I listen to her. She doesn't go to school, and I have a huge feeling of guilt. I'm so sorry, Sandra, and I don't know what to do. How do I help her? Advise me, please, how to act in such a situation. Confess to her that it was me who told about them, or keep it silent? I really look forward to your advice. Please write in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the like button.